Everyone, good afternoon. This is Al coming to you from Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. I'm actually in the town of Celebration. Today, folks, I wanted to do a video on things that only Brooklyn people say. And I want to try to make it a fun video with things that we say coming from Brooklyn. And I also want to interview different people around, here in Celebration, in Publix, just to kind of get an idea of what they think Brooklyn people say, or what they think of when they think of Brooklyn people. So let's have a fun video. I hope you enjoy it. And please, folks, let me know. I'm sure I'm going to forget a bunch of these sayings, so just let me know. Write into me. I could be contacted. Just leave a note on the video if you want, or you can contact me at wafflesfoundation@gmail.com. So let's go enjoy a fun video, things that only Brooklyn people say. So right off the bat, obviously we think of things like the number one thing is probably forget about it, because we had, even on the sign going out of Brooklyn, it has the sign leaving Brooklyn, forget about it. Because, obviously that's the saying where, hey, you know what, forget about it, we don't care, it doesn't matter. So people were known for that. We also know, I know from my personal sake, one that I commonly say is not for nothing. Living down in Florida, I work at one of the biggest places to work down here, and I have a good friend of mine who lives in Tampa, and after working with him for about 6 or 8 months, he started incorporating some of my sayings. And the number one saying that he used to love saying was not for nothing. And of course, we all know not for nothing is, hey, you're wearing a purple shirt, you're wearing purple pants, purple sneakers, not for nothing, you look like a grape. That's a big one, not for nothing. And as I look at the squirrel here in Celebration, a thing that Brooklyn people just say is like, they're not going to say you're crazy or you're insane. They're going to say, hey, you know what? You're nuts. You're just completely nuts. I just wanted to put a little interesting caveat in here with the Brooklyn saying. Something that I noticed of late, the last couple of years, is that, I think a lot of people, especially the ones who move to Brooklyn, they're kind of afraid to incorporate the Brooklyn sayings. Even people that have lived in Brooklyn, they try to distance themselves from it, because I think what happens is that, if you're holding a big position, you're making a couple $100,000 a year, because I know in my job, not that I'm making that money, but I know in my job, I'm in a job where I write a lot of reports, and a lot of times, when I'm comfortable with someone, of course, the Brooklyn accent comes out more, and there's times when I write a report and one of my supervisors will come to me and say, you wrote that report? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, wow, you wrote that so real nice. And, I think there's a double entendre that, just because you speak a certain way, there's this illusion that you don't know how to spell, you don't really have good grammar, but it's not really the case. And I love to try to exemplify that. But I think what happens out there is that a lot of people in Brooklyn who come, new to Brooklyn, or maybe the ones who've quote unquote maybe made it, not everybody, they try to distance themselves from the so-called Brooklynese. But what I find really funny is that you really can't distance yourself from it, because, yeah, obviously you could say that you could avoid things like not for nothing, or hey, this guy is a gavone, or, you're scutching me, which means, you're kind of bothering me. You could avoid those kind of words. But the funny part is that there's so many things in Brooklyn that tell you're from Brooklyn. Like, if you come down to Florida, and some people say, and it is a little bit of an older one, but you don't call it a hydrant, you call it a Johnny Pump. So you can turn around and you could be as educated, you could be from Harvard, and if you say Johnny Pump, they're going to know you're from Brooklyn. Or if you walk into a store and you ask for a hero, and down here, of course, they call them hoagies or torpedoes, or different places they call them grinders. You're going to know you're from Brooklyn. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that a lot of times, when you try to avoid stuff, here's another one, but hey, you know what, you're not going to believe it. I had my bicycle outside. I had to call the police. Someone stole my bicycle. And the person would be like, well, where'd they steal it from? Outside, outside on the thing, outside. You mean on the stoop? Stoop is a very Brooklyn word. Not many people use the word stoop. Also, they might say, hey, where did you have that thing parked? Well, I had it in the, you mean in the areaway? That's another thing that only Brooklyn say, areaway. So as educated as you want to be, Brooklyn words are still going to come out. And like I said, for me, everyone has to do their own thing. But for me, like I said, when I'm comfortable, like on my videos, I come out very Brooklyn. And that's what I am. That's who I am every day. One of the things I strive to do in my videos is be the person who I am. I try not to be anybody else. I try to be very honest and straightforward, and, tell things like it is, tell things like I feel it. And I think that comes across. And I really believe, and that's what's really great about Brooklyn people, is that for the most part, they're very genuine. They come across as very genuine. They speak their feelings. Like I said, I want to try and find some people who willing to talk and what we're known for. Like what sayings do they think that we're known for? I'm gonna to find that very interesting. And along the way, I'll throw in some more sayings that we are known for as well. Hey folks, so I'm here with Lawrence and Chelsea in Celebration, and they're going to talk about what things that they think of when they think of people from Brooklyn and Brooklyn sayings. Hey folks, how you doing today? We're here with Lawrence and Chelsea. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. I'm doing a video today on Brooklyn sayings, and like when you think of like Brooklyn or Brooklyn sayings, what sayings come to your mind?
Oh, when I think of Brooklyn, I think of people who say water.
Right, that's a good one.
Water, salt.
Right.
October.
October.
I think of the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, what other sayings do you think of? Water, salt.
Walking my dog.
I'm walking my dog. It's pretty hot outside.
Yeah. Where are you guys from? You from Florida or what?
I'm from Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
She's also
Both from Miami. Nice. So you guys must see a lot of Brooklynites down there, I'm sure, right?
Not really.
Not really.
Maybe they don't admit.
Watch too much YouTube.
Oh, there you go. I'm maybe hopefully one of the causes for that.
That's definitely.
Well, thank you so much, folks. I appreciate you guys being on the video.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate that. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care. The funny part about it is obviously Brooklyn is a melting pot, but I think what happens even with the Brooklyn saying is a lot of them lean toward the Italian sayings, which there are quite a few of those, but there's quite a few Jewish sayings that have made their way into Brooklynese as well. Now, there's even a moving truck with this. Now, if you think, one of the popular Jewish sayings is that they call it schlepping. Like if you have to carry like a bowling ball from one side of the room to the other, and you say, hey, can you do me a favor, bring that bowling ball over there? Come on, what I got to schlep that over there for? Another popular Jewish saying is schmaltz. You want, because we had a retail store for the longest time, and we had a guy who came in, he was Jewish, and he was a salesman. And he used to say, you know what, you could buy this product over here, and you want to schmaltz it up, make it very schmaltzy. So schmaltzy is kind of like a word for being, very fancy. Again, in Brooklyn, you pretty much don't say frank. Some people say, give me a frank, but most people say, give me a hot dog. Give me a hot dog with ketchup. Hot dog with ketchup is definitely a Brooklyn thing. Hot dog with ketchup. Standing on the corner. Guy standing on the corner. Get it from the guy in the corner, standing there. Me being half Irish, Lebanese is the other side. Me being half Irish, there was a lot of the old Irish people had a lot of sayings. Like we used to have the card store back on Prospect Park West, and my father was a watchmaker, and they used to come in to have their watch batteries changed. And a lot of the old Irish people would say, I need a battery for this watch. How long is it going to take? I'm waiting for the Earl man to come, The Earl man's going to come and fill up the tank. We're doing our Brooklyn video, but I had to just show you real quick. Our Bichon Curly just came out for his haircut. I was mentioning that before to you guys. So here's Curly. He's actually 15 years old today. October 26th is his birthday. And he just came out of his grooming from Wolfgang Bakery. And really happy and thrilled to be out. Now he's going to go have his lunch. Going to fertilize a little bit. And there he goes. I thought of another really good one, Spalding. Think about when you were a kid, you get that pink Spalding. We used to play stickball. That's another real Brooklyn thing. Hey, I need a couple of new Spaldings. Come on. I roofed it. I sent it over the roof. This is just beautiful. I had to take a picture of this. This is the lake in Celebration. Another thing I was thinking of, obviously some other words, like a lot of times people don't want to use, but they have to use. Words that we use in Brooklyn that they really don't use anywhere else. The L. Think about the L, like people, where the trains go. Not many places have trains, subways to begin with, and not many places call them the L. I remember people saying that, they took down the L and they sold all the scrap metal. So we have a lot of L's in Brooklyn, and that's just another cool one that I thought of. I think another one that I think of too is Italian ice or lemon ice. Most places just, they call it just like an ice or whatever, but where we are, you get those, Luigi's Italian ices, or, or you go to Spumoni Gardens, you get an Italian ice or Spumoni. That's definitely truly a Brooklyn thing. Folks, seeing all this beauty just makes me miss my son Matt all the more. For those who don't typically watch my channel, we lost my son to suicide in August of 2019. We have a foundation for him. It's called the Waffles Foundation, where we give out musical instruments to kids who can't afford to play. We pair them up with lessons. We've already given out a couple of pianos and organs. And so we'd appreciate the support, folks. I'll put up the thing. It's called the Waffles Foundation. Waffles was Matt's nickname. Waffles, my son went to Celebration High School, graduated from there, Spent a lot of happy times here with Matt in these, you know, in this park over here, downtown Celebration. So it's a horrible thing, folks. Suicide. You know, you try to patch your life together the best you can, and the best Kerry and I can figure out is we're doing this foundation, and we want to try to spare other people the anguish of loss that we experience pretty much every minute of every single day. So if you could help out in any which way, that'd be really awesome. You could subscribe to the channel. All proceeds go to the foundation. You could donate via Venmo or PayPal. You could find us online. It's www.wafflesfoundation.org. You could donate there through, you can go on PayPal or Venmo, like I was telling you. Whatever. Anything is a help, folks. Or if you're a music teacher, or if you have a musical instrument to donate, we would absolutely love that. You can contact us on the website. So please do, and stay tuned for some more Brooklyn stuff. There's also some Latin terms as well. I mean, think about bodega. I mean, you don't hear that in any other place but really pretty much New York. I'm gonna go down to the bodega and get myself a sandwich, you know? Even the word sandwich, you know, I'm gonna get a sandwich down at the bodega on the corner. Another one that I hear a lot is the word lit. Sometimes I hear it when someone is drunk. They say, oh, that guy was really lit last night. Or also, it could be something good. Wow, I went to that party and it was really lit. That's something I haven't heard outside of New York as well. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and one of the ones I love is how you doing, because a lot of times we use that one, you know, just to say hello instead of like, hello, how you doing? So folks, if you enjoyed that video, please drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing, and if you want, let me know how I'm doing. So I appreciate you folks watching. See you real soon on the next video. This is Al signing off, wishing everybody happy Halloween coming up next week. So take care of yourself, stay safe. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care now. Bye-bye.